people pouring in for the lectures. That's how we fill up the 58 hours. Back to Ushuaia in South America, we listen to lectures. I've had a lecture on Antarctic tourism this morning, and now we've got whales. Ooh!
Is now on land, which means that all the remnants of whales, we find these on land.
The tour of the bridge was really fascinating. At this stage, 58 hours of the Drake Passage, we're looking for ways to entertain ourselves. But going up and visiting the bridge, talking to the captain and seeing how he manages our boat was really fantastic. You can see we're all staggering a bit because it was pretty rocky. So we're all kind of staggering and hanging on to bits and pieces so we don't fall off. But the captain was sensational.
And here we go, it's Monday, I think the 4th of December, and we are just about to enter Argentinian waters and ultimately head up here. We're back out of Antarctic waters, because Antarctic waters are 60 degrees plus, and you can see that there's the line there that we're about to cross. We've got a day of motoring. I imagine that we'll be parked up in Ushuaia by the close of the day. We spend the night here and we disembark in the morning. So our last full day on the boat. It's been a bit choppy. There's been a couple of really big dips. One in the dining room last night where a bit of crockery and glassware went flying, and one certainly in the middle of the night where things went flying across our room. But Ushuaia is there, and that is where we're heading. We had a couple of quite big bumps last night, just walking past the store, and we had found stuff all over our room, but unfortunately the store's obviously, the big bumps have dislodged a bunch of stuff. I'm sure someone will be in there to clean it up shortly.
The difference is not only ponies versus dogs, it goes much deeper than that. But yeah, we have Roald Amundsen in Team Norway and Robert Falcon Scott, the golden goose of the United Kingdom, the prodigy of Clemens Markham and the Royal Geographic Society.
All packed. So it's 12 o'clock lunchtime on Monday, the 4th, I think, and we're very nearly across the Drake Passage. As you have detected, there's a really big storm that's been coming, and our captain's done an amazing job of racing the storm. It was really interesting to go up to the bridge yesterday and look at all the stuff they use to steer us safely. 2 days of motoring across the Drake Passage has been, it's been quite a long time, but one thing that they do really well on these expedition boats is they've got a bunch of experts who are our expedition leaders, who are subject matter experts. So we've had, lectures on whales. We've had lectures on Antarctic tourism. We've had lectures, a really interesting one this morning about the race between Scott and Amundsen from Norway to reach the South Pole first. So it hasn't just been sitting around and twiddling our thumbs. There's a constant series of lectures that we've been able to listen to. But I think everyone's pretty ready to get off the boat now and go home. So we are going to arrive in Ushuaia early. I think what we'll need to do is stay out in the port, or whatever you call it, because we've got to pick up a pilot who's got to take us into the port. We'll arrive there at some stage this evening, stay on the boat tonight, and we disembark by 7:30 tomorrow morning, hang around in Ushuaia for a bit, and then catch a plane back to Buenos Aires. So this is very much the wind down. You can see behind me, we've packed our suitcases because they need to be out in front of our doors at midnight tonight, or by midnight. Amazing trip, but I'm full. I'm full of information. I can't possibly take any more in. It's been an amazing journey of learning and an amazing journey of adventure. I'm also full of food because they've fed us constantly 3 meals a day. But we've got Buenos Aires for a couple of days to look forward to, and then fly back to New Zealand for Christmas. Hi Anne. Hey Anne, I might catch you in a bit because I'm just going and asking people what their favourite thing about the trip is. So Luke.
Are you recording?
I am. Just look at me. Don't worry about the camera. So you're from Rota Vegas.
Yes.
And you almost didn't come on the trip.
Almost didn't. Yes.
Why?
I didn't really think Antarctica was the place I wanted to go see. It was just I've seen it on documentaries, and that was the other side of Antarctica, just vast ice.
Yeah.
Nothing really that exciting. And one of my friends said that he wouldn't be my friend if I didn't go. So we made the decision to tag along. And
do you think it's been the right decision?
yeah, definitely. It goes to the top of the list on places that I've been to. And I've done a fair amount of travelling, but just the environment and everything is incredible.
Do you have one standout thing that you think just is the best?
Just the mountains, the snow,
Yeah.
everything. How vast everything is. Like
Yeah.
it's just phenomenal. So,
Awesome. Thank you very much.
it's all right.
Hi Anne. So you're from Christchurch, school teacher.
Yeah,
Why did you come to Antarctica?
because I wanted to come since I was 17.
What happened what did you see when you were 17?
At 17, I landed in Christchurch on my way to university, and I saw the Hercules that flies down to McMurdo, and I promised myself that one day I would go. It just took a few more years than I expected.
Has it been what you thought it would be?
I had no idea what it would be like. I'd seen the videos for Scott Base and things. This has exceeded any possibility that I had for it.
That's fantastic. Any, like a single standout moment?
Meeting your darling.
Oh, of course, apart from meeting Joe, because,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
clearly that stand out.
Finding they had Dewar's whiskey at the bar, so I've taken a photograph for my father-in-law. That will make him pleased. And I don't think there is anything that stands out. It was just the complete picture.
Yeah.
The thing that made me so sad was going to Whalers Bay. That really upset me.
Whalers Bay was really confronting, wasn't it?
Yeah, I found that quite man's inhumanity to others because they think they have rights over everything. And maybe the way that everybody wanted to have a piece of Antarctica, you have to own things to value them,
Yeah.
which is not my way of doing things. So,
No.
yeah.
Thank
But
you.
it's just amazing.
It is just amazing. It's lovely meeting you as well.
It's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah. Especially
Janine from Cambridge. Hello.
Hello.
We've had a wonderful 10, probably 12 days breathing the same air. Well, when you weren't in your,
Confined to my cabin.
when you weren't confined to your cabin on the Drake Passage. What sticks in your mind as being just the highlight for you of the last week? apart from meeting Joe.
Apart from meeting people
Yeah.
and such a huge variety of really entertaining and amazing people, the highlight for me, I think, was the kayaking. That was my personal. And I got the opportunity to go out 4 times, which was fantastic. And every time we went out, it was different.
Yeah.
It was sort of like a different landscape in that. But that was only possible because of the experience
Yeah.
of the crew,
Yeah.
of the team, and that really stood out for me. Like the efficiency of everything, getting you down to the mudroom, getting you onto the Zodiac, getting you wherever it was we were going, getting you in and out of the kayaks. They just made it seamless.
Yeah,
you know?
and I just felt really confident that you were in safe hands.
Absolutely. I have to say, I have not at any point of this trip, even going through the Drake Passage, but at no point have I felt unsafe.
Yeah, same.
That would probably be, but it was the kayaking, but it was just the sheer professionalism.
Yeah.
That's what really stuck in my mind.
I agree completely. And meeting Joe.
And of course, God forbid, meeting Joe.
It's auction time with Thomas. We're going to be raising some money for corporate social responsibility is what this is called. So, yeah, we're having a drink and thinking about how we might support him.
$6,000. Magic. All right. Any advance on $6,000? Anybody? 6,200. 6,200. Think about it in comparison to Alex.
Yeah, celebrate as much as you can.
What time's the wake up?
Woken up this morning to big boats in the port. In fact, we are now parked in Ushuaia. This looks like a nice expedition boat. With the bad weather, I'm not sure they're going to be able to leave to go on their expedition today. There's also another really enormous one, which I'll grab a photo of. But I would say we got woken up 5:15 by my alarm, and Diego, our expedition leader, did an intercom mass wake up at 5:45. It's 6 a.m. We're at breakfast, and it's 2 degrees outside, so I've got a jacket. And here's another boat that is stuck in port, with the Drake Passage being really wet and really windy. Just talking to one of the expedition leaders, and what happens with all these vessels, there's lots of boats and ships that are in Antarctica at the same time, so collaboratively they organise a schedule of who can be where and when. But with all these vessels, including this one, having to delay and stay in port, it's going to mess their schedule up in Antarctica, shorten the trip. So there's a whole bunch of people who are just having to reschedule all of the sites and locations and trying to find places to go with their guests now that they've lost at least one day out of their trip. We were very, very, very lucky. We're in the bus on our way to the car park because you can't walk on the pier, and we are going to go to Ushuaia for 3 hours before we get taken to the airport. It's snowing or sleeting, whatever it's doing, it's coming at us horizontally. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do in town for 3 hours. Given that there are boats that haven't been able to sail in town, it's going to be full of people who've just come off a cruise or are waiting to go on a cruise. But oh well. Hopefully we can find somewhere warm and dry that doesn't serve alcoholic drinks. Okay, time to get off the bus. We've got to entertain ourselves for a couple of hours, and it's snowing hard out. So, okay, not ideal. Okay, so we've arrived at Ushuaia. It was a 5-minute walk, drive, and the bus is going to wait there till 11 to get us to the airport. So what's happened is we have to get off the boat so they can get it ready for the next people, but there's a lag before our plane arrives. So unfortunately it's bloody snowing and it's freezing cold. Ushuaia is not a busy place, so we're going to try and find somewhere we can at least have a cup of coffee or just get inside out of the snow. That's one long queue. I want to say organised chaos. It really is just chaos.
There's no glamour in travelling. In fact, at the end, when you're grabbing your bags and dragging yourself onto the plane, all you want to do at this point is get home. So we got onto our plane, bound for Buenos Aires. But first, I had to hose the sleet and ice from the aeroplane's wings.